All right, guys, let's record a podcast. But we need an idea. As we get started, let's do a roll call. The 12 Days of Christmas roll call. Go ahead.
All right. I am Caleb. I'm the 2 turtle doves.
5 Luke Romines right here.
Spencer. I'm 4 calling birds.
And I'm Philip, 11 Lords of Leaping.
Nice.
And Prodigy has our first podcast idea today.
Yeah,
Keep
so
talking about it.
I wanted to talk about the genius of Hallmark movies because they continue to make the same movie or Christmas movie every time, and yet they still make so much money. And, they pretend, white stepmothers, that's their audience. So it's like,
how much money do they
now
make?
with black audiences, they don't.
I'm about to look at Hallmark's market cap right now. Give me a second.
okay, thanks.
Hallmark.
But here's the thing. Every Christmas movie goes like this. Hi, I'm a very busy businesswoman who lives in the big city. I'm back in my Christmas-loving hometown. And then she runs into this guy and she's like, is that my childhood crush, Dirk Squarejaw? And it's like, yes, it's me. And then like a few hours or days later, just depends on like what they're wanting to flip up in the script.
It depends on how soon she comes
Yeah,
home.
she just goes, after getting together and breaking up again, I have decided that I can't live without you. And he's like, me too. You're not just a selfish businesswoman. You now understand the true meaning of Christmas. And then that's the movie.
Yeah, and then they always
And they
bag
always sell.
Well, they always bag on the man who's trying to be like, I'm making a big deal so that we can be better off. And she's like, no. I want to be with the Christmas salesman.
Sign a $100 million deal. Nah.
I specifically prefer the ones where it's like not like he's like a super nice guy and then at the last minute he does something wrong and she dumps him and he's got to go apologize.
Yes.
Like I hate that.
Yeah.
But it's genius. Because they've made the same movie every year.
I feel like
still,
every single time I watch one, the other guy, isn't even that bad. He likes
just a
money.
businessman.
It's not even like he's obsessed with money. He just kind of likes money. He's just if I make this money, it'll be better for us. And she's like, wow, me first? How dare you?
I want to be poor.
Yeah.
Poor
and rather live on the streets and then blame you.
Dude, it wasn't a Hallmark movie, but I feel like Maid of Honor was like the worst one of this, right? Like Patrick Dempsey is like the best friend who won't ever like go out with her. And then she meets this guy who's like an actual lord in England, who's like a multi-millionaire and like the nicest guy in the world, like puts his coat down for her and stuff, like off the charts, perfect gentleman. Yeah. And then at the rehearsal dinner, he's like, let's eat this boar I hunted myself. And she's like, I'm a vegetarian. And I'm like, how did you not know until this point? And that's what makes him a bad guy for her to dump him and go back with Patrick Dempsey. And I was like,
did you guys not talk about this? Okay, wait. So Hallmark themselves last year made $5 billion. No, not last year, 2020. They made $5 billion. That's their revenue. They're a private company, so they don't have to like announce anything. Yeah. But they made $5 billion. And I know for a fact, every year they make at least 25 new Christmas movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because they premiere one every single day before Christmas in December. Yeah. And then I think there's like 1 week in July where they have 7 new ones. So that means there's got to be at least 32 per year. And like they've definitely been doing this for the better part of the 2010s. So if there's 32 per year, or at least 25 per year for 10 years, that's 250 of the same movie.
Clearly this is how we break into Hollywood. Like we need to write one of these, right? Like we know the formula.
Split it 4 ways. That's a billion each.
That's the crazy thing to me is like there's all these women who like they had like big breaks in like the early 2000s, or they were like teen stars because you got
Lacey
like
Chabert.
Yeah, Lacey Chabert's one.
He's famous for
Candace
Mean
Cameron
Girls.
Bure.
Yeah.
Shoot, the girl who was in I can't even think what it was called. Shoot. The Wonder
Wintry
Years.
Christmas.
The Wonder Years. The girl who was in the Wonder Years. I can never remember her name.
Whitney something, maybe?
Something like Winnie or something like that.
Winnie Cooper was her character.
Yes. I cannot remember. Hold on, let me find it.
I know he's gonna.
No, like Lacey Chabert got famous off of Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Which is like,
and Family Guy.
Yeah, which I think is like a super funny like show and whatnot. And then she like I guess got saved and became a Christian. So then she started only doing like movies that she thought were like Christian appropriate.
I
like,
really want to see Christian Mingle the movie. I haven't got around to it.
She's in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like I don't know, she got the bag and then was like, "Nah, I'm only going to do Hallmark now."
Luke, are you bleeding?
Am I bleeding?
Your nose?
What?
No, I mean I wouldn't be surprised if I was bleeding.
No, like the top of your nose.
I may have stapled my nose. I'm too deep. Danica McKellar, that's her name.
I think it's his camera.
It's definitely my camera.
I just saw like a stream of red, and I was like, "Bro, are you
camera's bleeding?"
No,
nope, nothing.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm all good. I don't smell iron either, so we're all good. Is Lacey Chabert actually a Christian? She's appeared in 30 Hallmark movies.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
1 year's worth.
She appeared in every single one in 1 year, and then was like, I'm out. You ain't seeing me again.
So I didn't realize Hallmark was a privately owned company. So there's like a Charles Hallmark just scooping up the money.
You know what I just thought about though?
Their last name is Hall. It's the Hall family.
How much of that $5 billion is from Hallmark cards though?
Dude,
because that store is always busy. Every time I've been to one of those stores,
I might have just dug my own grave. But
here's the kicker.
Forgot about the cards.
Hallmark owns Crayola.
What?
Yep.
But you're blowing my mind.
$5 is that $5 billion from a part of Crayola?
Man. Listen, I don't know, but Crayola, Crayola has video games. They got Silly Putty. What? They got they have those activity centers that used to be in malls that were like they had like a couple things to do for kids. They got a bunch of those. There's tons of those in like giant American cities. Like despite Hallmark
video games
making these movies, I don't think that they are what is it? I don't think that it's Hallmark's like main thing. I think it's like how the $5 rotisserie chicken is for Costco. It's the lost leader. It gets you into everything else.
It's totally Disney Channel for middle-aged women, right?
Yes.
Disney Channel never had commercials. They weren't making that money, but they were making you like, oh, I should really be in Disney World right now.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh, I want to go see this Disney movie. I need to go see Tarzan for some reason.
Yeah.
We cracked the code.
My dad be watching though.
Your dad be watching
He'll flick off the Lions game after they get absolutely slaughtered. And then be like,
Fantasia.
I need some Hallmark to relax after this.
I thought you were about to say your dad's like, man, Lions lost today. Time to watch Melody Time. Donald Duck's my favorite. Bro, I'm really into like those 40s movies wherever they had to really scrap together things because of the war.
Spencer, you know what that reminds me of?
What?
The Classical Station.
Bro.
What Classical Station?
Nah, we can't talk.
You can't mention something and then be like, we can't talk about it.
That was dumb.
No, because I forgot about the full context until after I said it.
All right, we'll save it for our Patreon listeners.
Listen.
Yeah.
They also have exclusive rights for cards and ornaments and gift products to Dr. Seuss, Ford, General Motors, Hasbro, Harley Davidson, Mattel, MGM, the NBA, the NFL, the NHL, Nickelodeon, Nintendo.
This is like how Lego was about to go out of business until they started licensing stuff.
Sanrio,
Hallmark is just low key one of the most brilliant businesses.
Hershey, all of the Walt Disney Company, Thomas Kincaid, Tim Burton, Universal, Warner Brothers, the Peanuts.
Can they cross these properties?
The what?
Go ahead.
Can they
Phil.
cross these properties? I just want like a Tim Burton, Thomas Kincaid card.
No, well, I mean, I think, no, don't like hold me to it. I feel like because there's Thomas Kincaid paintings of Disney movies that you can buy at the parks and or as puzzles and places, and I think they have a Nightmare Before Christmas one.
Is it bad that I think $5 billion is a little low for going through all that?
Well,
Dude, do you know how much a billion is?
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's
a
just
lot.
like,
Billion is
bro,
like,
that is
billion is
what?
5,000
That
million.
was 20.
Yeah.
That was 20.
I wonder.
That was
Largest-
20, like top tier brands like of all time, and
If
they
I look up largest private companies
I
in
don't
the
know.
U.S.,
It's like
five
bad
five
margins.
billion is an amount where if I got 5 billion right
Yeah.
now, I could just keep buying things as
No,
often as
I
I wanted,
know.
and it would never run out.
5 billion is a lot. I'm not saying it's not.
Like I would never run out in my lifetime unless I was like buying
Well,
$100 million things.
Yeah, unless
Okay.
you gamble.
the largest private company in the U.S. is Cargill, and they only make 165 billion. Which you mean like saying would they only make
That's
165
crazy.
billion? That's a lot, but like think about like the biggest companies in the U.S. making trillions of dollars.
Yeah. Like how much does
It's-
Apple make
it's-
a year?
Apple makes like
Is it
1.5 trillion.
They have
I'd have so many
$1,000
dirt
phones.
bikes right now if I had $5 billion.
Right, like look at like right here. Hallmark is in the top 100 private companies. Like it's there. It's up there.
In the
But
top
like
what?
it's
100?
the top 500.
Hmm.
Or
I
top
mean,
100,
yeah,
sorry.
5 billion is a lot.
But it's around things like
But that's why like I'm
like-
like, bro, if they're involved with that many top tier businesses and it's only 5 billion, I just feel like that's a little
No,
low.
but they're licensing though. That you're like in
Yeah.
the short end of the stick on that.
Yeah.
you're getting people in so they buy cards. That's literally it.
No, it's so they buy the tchotchkes or whatever. Like it's so they buy like a big framed "Live,
Tchotchkes?
Laugh, Love" sign.
Did you also fun fact, Meyer is also private.
Huh.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Man, you're looking at all the privates today.
They have really good strawberry milk.
No,
Wait, what?
let me
Spencer?
see.
Really high quality strawberry milk at Meyer.
That sounds so good.
I
It's the
can't.
only place where you
I
can get
can't-
strawberry milk in a gallon.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Mm,
life hack right
How
there.
do I know this? I'm there like every
Cast
other
out.
week, buying strawberry milk.
why are you at Meyer all the time?
And then you're gonna accidentally touch hands with the woman who's home for Christmas but hates Christmas.
Yeah, and then drown her in strawberry milk.
In
Then you make a
2021,
Hallmark movie.
it seems like they went down to 3.5 billion.
A very Meyer Christmas.
Very Mike
So-
Meyer Christmas.
Malibu Jack's
Okay.
has the best pixie sticks.
Caleb, are you suggesting
Mike
that the
is written in
podcast
blood.
be about a deep dive into Hallmark's business holdings as well as the movies?
Like an investigation
Might as well throw
on
that
them
out
money
there.
laundering.
I don't
we
think they're
should-
money laundering.
Dude, if you have $5 billion as a company and you're making movies that bad, there's an issue.
Well,
Bruh.
look, they're clearly doing quantity over quality.
Just like
I mean,
NBA YoungBoy.
All you gotta, imagine NBA YoungBoy in a Hallmark
Is
movie.
secretly running Hallmark.
No, he's in a Hallmark movie. He's like, I love Christmas.
You're gonna have to bring this up with our general manager. You come into a room and NBA YoungBoy spins around in the chair
Baton
and
Rouge.
says, I bet you're wondering why I brought you here.
NBA YoungBoy is the first Hallmark star to swear in a Hallmark movie. It's the first Hallmark movie to be rated Y7.
Bro, that actually makes a lot of sense because this man dropped 4 albums in the past like 3 weeks. And if they make 25 Hallmark movies, 32 a year,
Nah, it's
he probably has his hand in that somewhere.
it's a pump and dump scheme for tax evasion. That's what the Hallmark movies are.
But yeah, that's my idea.
like
So-
a producer's. All right, okay.
I mean, it makes
Luke,
sense.
do you have any podcast ideas for us?
Do I have an idea? All right, so it's not about money this time.
Is it about ads? I feel like that's my problem, not the money.
the ads thing? No. So this week I made a note so that I could keep track of all my podcast ideas. Uh,
Genius.
but fun fact, apparently actually didn't write any of them down. I had a fever dream that I thought that I did. I have a note that says podcast ideas, and it has one bullet point and nothing after it. Uh, but I swear I wrote something down because I like had my phone and I pressed like the little like Google thing, and I was like podcast ideas, bullet point, number one, and then I said something I don't remember it.
Like you dictated it to your Google.
Yeah, literally I dictated it.
Yeah.
I did it like on the way home from work because I had like four.
Okay, so did any of them make it to today?
No, but I have one anyways.
Okay.
All right, so we were playing games today at Malibu Jacks,
Yeah, I was there.
the trashy main event, and
Yes.
Really?
yeah, honestly, Malibu Jacks is to main event as somebody from New York City, or as somebody from New York City, which is main event, is to somebody from Podunk Nowhere in Missouri.
Oh dang! I just feel like Malibu Jacks maybe is a little more for the kids.
It's like a carnival to Coney Island.
Main event
Just how
is
it is.
for middle schoolers who think they're grown and for people who like beer.
It's for divorced dads to take their kids to because they don't want them. Anyways,
There was an alarming amount of attractive mothers.
At Malibu Jacks.
Never mind. I thought you were about to talk about
At
divorced
Malibu
dads.
Jacks.
You talked about mummies. All
At
right.
Malibu Jacks.
So yeah, he's saying it Malibu Jacks. You keep saying it.
In an alarming amount.
I saw
All right.
none.
So
Malibu Jack does sound like a pimp.
Just
Malibu,
replace Malibu Jack with Gator from the other guys.
Malibu Jack.
It ain't
Malibu-
taking.
Malibu Jack.
Malibu Jack
sounds
needs his
like
dad.
he's Malibu Jack sounds like somebody who's written in a movie about California crime lords from somebody from Kansas.
What's your idea?
Never been to California. Anyways, so my idea is all right. So this year, as we're winding down on this time of season, I have I like to log literally everything that I participate in media wise. I log all like 300 of the movies I watch every year, whatever. I log the thousands of episodes of television that I watch every year, whatever. I log everything. But the one thing that I've never logged this entire time is how many video games I play. And I have too big a freaking backlog. I pulled it up the other day, and it made me sad. My backlog is there's more hours in my backlog than there is in a year. Like if I literally go there, let's see how many hours I have in my backlog.
Wait, so this is
2,700 hours of gameplay per average in my backlog.
this is a podcast about games that you want to play but haven't.
Yes, this is a podcast about my issue with seeing eShop sales and just keep buying games.
Where did you?
I
He
don't
pulled that out
understand how
from-
people do this.
I don't either. Honestly,
I hit this point pretty quickly where I was like, wait, if I buy none of these sales and then just pay full price when I have time to play it, I'll have saved money overall.
we'll see. So what happens is like I have these. We're just gonna take my Switch for example, okay?
Mhm.
So looking at my Switch, which is backwards to you and blurry as well, I have my games ordered in time played, which like is fair. Like I've beat all of these games except for Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3 because I hate myself, and Tetris 99 because you can't beat that. But I beat all these games
Is that the
until
Battle Royale?
which one?
Is that the Tetris Battle Royale?
Oh
Heck
yeah,
yeah,
it
it
is.
is.
It's
Heck
super
yeah, it
fun.
is. I've played like 200 hours of it.
Nice. Are you good?
Nothing like Fortnite.
I mean, no comment, but yes. But so I like literally all of these, like so many of these are roguelites, which like theoretically you can't beat. You can,
Right.
but I'm not going to. A lot of these are other games that I have not beat or I just abandoned because why am I gonna play Splatoon 2 for that long? But as we get down here, starting with Crypt of the Necrodancer. I have not touched any of these games. And I would like to
Touch
talk
them
about
all.
the games I've never touched. And I would like you
Okay.
guys to watch
What?
me play them.
As the
What are the
podcast,
What are the top
I'll
3 games that you haven't played yet?
ooh. So
Why did you
really,
say never touch like that? What did you
shut
mean
up.
by that?
I have a wife.
What did you mean by that?
Drop it.
Hold on. He just personally violated you.
Yeah, dude.
He said, "I have a wife," as his argument to a genuine question.
let me keep going. So top 3 games. I'd say The Mummy Demastered. That's a good one. It is
What?
so remember the Mummy movie that came out in 2017 with Tom Cruise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
For some stupid reason, they asked this like developer who's like super good at making 2D platformers, Metroidvanias, and hand-drawn sprite work. They were like, just make us a game. Like, it doesn't have to be that long. Just make it for us. It can be kind of about the movie. And so they made this game, and this game got like really good reviews on every site. It was at least a 7 on every single site. And it just is connected to the movie. But it's good. And it only goes on
You
sale.
think?
It only goes on sale once a year, and it's Halloween.
You
No,
think
like
it's
I've watched gameplay of it, and I have friends that played it,
Mm.
and like they've told me what games is similar to it. I'm like, okay, cool.
Do you have to play a game if you watch someone else play it?
Yes, that's
I
me.
watched the entire gameplay of one of the Spider-Man games, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get this. And I still haven't got it, but I will, and I will play it.
I mean, Spider-Man 2018.
Yeah.
I love that
That's
game.
like the one game
getting
I
all the
wish
Spider-Man
wasn't a
movies.
PlayStation exclusive.
It's on
Yeah,
I
PC
really
now.
want to play it, but I'm stuck on Xbox. So
It's on
When
PC
I
now.
have time,
Fortnite and Rocket League until I die.
when I have time to play video games, I'm going to get all of them.
I mean, I don't have time, and I still have all of them. That's not even including all the ones I have in my living room.
Yeah.
Let me think. What else? I really want to play Inside. I want to play Inside so bad.
Inside.
It's like a 2-hour story-based platformer, and it's silent. And it's like it was like one of those games that like won Game of the Year, or it like won multiple Game of the Years, but it didn't win like the Game of the Year at the Game Awards. It's a big
What
deal.
are the Game Awards? See, this is one thing that drives me crazy about games is they're gonna put on their box Game of the Year, and I'm like, who says? Who says? There's
Bruh,
so many people
bruh,
reviewing games.
Now
We need to
there
rip
actually
Game of the Year.
is the Game of the Year because they have the Game
That's our
Awards
podcast.
that are like agreed to be the game. They're like, we are the defining Game of the Year, and everybody's like, okay. And like this year it was Elden Ring, which like valid, I guess.
Valid.
Yeah, like it's. I watched enough gameplay of it that I was like, I won't play this, but like, that's a good game. But yeah, I want to play that really bad. And then the other one, it's Doom 64.
Doom
It's the
64.
It's the N64 port of Doom.
Of all the Dooms, you want to play Doom 64?
I mean, I've already played Doom 1. I've already played Doom 2. I've already played Doom 3. I've already played Super Doom. And I've already played Chex Quest. So I've played all the original Dooms. All I have is Doom 64.
From Doom Eternal is on Fortnite now.
I mean,
Wait, what?
he's also from Doom.
Like the skin, it's a skin on Fortnite.
I
heard
see him
Doom
in the
Eternal
commercial.
is crazy.
Dude, it's dope.
I heard it's like one of the like best games.
If you've ever want to imagine what it feels like to have PTSD, play
Doom Eternal.
Eternal.
It's like one of the
if you ever think to yourself like, dang, I wonder what that Vietnam veteran is going through every night when he can't sleep. Play Doom Eternal.
No.
I don't know
it
about
was
that.
the Doom that came out in like 2005. I played in the dark. It was Doom 3.
Doom 3.
My gosh. That sound design on that killed me. I was like jumping out of my chair.
Dude, that game, so like I played Doom 1 and 2 on my computer in high school. And I was like, I get why these games are like considered like the peak of their form. They're amazing. They're great shooters. They've aged pretty well. And then I played Doom 3. I was like, ugh, this game's bad. Like, there's people who'll be like, Doom 3 is great. And I'm like, I don't think so.
Are we talking about the same Doom?
Doom 3 is the one that's like, it's like a FPS, like a traditional FPS on the original Xbox and PS2.
Yeah, I played it on PC. Yes, that one was so good.
I think, well, so like when you go from playing like Doom.
Did you play it in the year of our Lord 2004? Or did you play it like recently?
I was going to say in the year of our Lord 2004, I was 8.
Okay.
Wait, why?
Are we showing age here?
The year of our Lord.
Bro, when it came out, I was 8 years old. I was playing Elmo's Spelling.
At 8?
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
way
like,
behind the curve.
well, listen,
Bro, you couldn't even watch SpongeBob. There was no way that you were watching.
8
You were
years
playing
old.
Doom.
8 years old. I had like 6 games, and like the only one the only one I actually like played all the way through was Pokemon Ruby, and I put like 900 hours into that game. So like, what else is I gotta play? I was like, I'm tired of Ruby. Time to learn how to spell. Time to play Tasmanian Tiger 2.
Ruby was peak, bro. Ruby and Sapphire. Pokemon's done this since then.
Nope. It went like this, and then Black and White came out, and then it's gone like this.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'll take that.
Black and White. Like, listen, I remember when Black and White came out. I read people talking about it in Nintendo Power and in Games Radar, like the magazines or Game Informer. I remember people complaining about it, and I was a dumb little like 13-year-old, and I was like, I like the new Pokemon. It's really fun. They move now. And then I got into the competitive, and I was like, I think I'm bad at this. I love it. I would also like. It's fun to play video games. It's fun to talk to people about video games because I only have one other person that plays as many video games as I do.
And who is that?
That's my friend Dalton. But he
Nice.
also plays like way different games than I do.
Shout out Dalton.
Shout out Dalton. You're too tall for your own good.
Really tall.
Playing all that Splatoon too.
He doesn't play Splatoon. He's playing Persona 5 Royal right now. Actually, he's dual playing Persona 5 Royal and Pokemon Violet, which is like, it's like, man, you know what? Like, I'm eating this caviar, this really good steak. You know what I'm gonna eat after that? I'm gonna eat garbage. But it's really good garbage.
Strong emotions.
So you talking about hot dogs?
Yeah, no, it's like a hot dog that you boiled too long.
No, never boil a hot dog. Have we talked about this on this show? Boiled hot dogs are the worst. That's like a trigger for me.
Fight me.
Oh my gosh!
That's what they do at Poland.
Boiled hot dog?
No. You boil the hot dog.
Idea.
Listen.
They
You boil the hot dog
with hot water, and they throw hot dogs on there, and they give them to people. It's gross.
That's gross.
You want one? There's extras. I'm like, no.
You boil that hot dog. Then you take the hot dogs out of the hot dog water. Then you put your macaroni and cheese in the hot dog water.
Y'all eat hot dogs?
Flavor.
Bro.
Flavor.
Y'all eat hot dogs?
Stop saying flavor into the mic.
Do you won't eat a grilled hot dog?
I'll eat a
grilled one.
See,
I'll
that's
eat
right.
a grilled hot dog.
I'll eat
Don't
a
hot
grilled
dog shame us.
I'm not saying anything
But
wrong with a grilled hot dog.
boiled hot dogs, and I hate them.
Oh, they're the worst. Never.
That sounds awful.
I love
I've
boiled
like gone
meat.
hungry at events because I'm like, I will not.
Philip's hot dogs
boiled
are
hot
good.
dog.
I like because Philip grills them.
It's the only way.
Listen, if I had
Luke,
the
I can't
choice-
speak on your hot dogs. I've never had them.
You haven't because nobody else will eat my hot dogs. They're mine. If I could have a hot dog any way I wanted,
Just
I
snatch
would buy the rollers that are at the gas station, and I would make my hot dogs that way. I would leave in the morning, and I come back, and my hot dog be done.
I don't know if that's.
Feels risky.
It's listen, high risk, high
But
reward.
you might be onto something.
He's a high roller.
I'm gonna burn down my house for some good sausage. You
All
get a
right.
hot dog, you
That
get a
was like,
brat, you get a tornado.
That's it. That was like when was like, nah, you don't have to watch the candles. I'm like, bro, it's fire.
yes, bro. Can we talk about that? So Emily sends me out in the hallway. She's like, I need you to go light the candles and then get you and someone else to watch.
Wait, why is she lighting the candles?
In 2 rooms so that they don't burn the place down. So he comes up and sees me lighting candles, And then he's like, "Can I help?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, just watch this room while I go light the candles in another room." And he goes, "We don't need to watch these. What are they going to do? Burn the place down?" And I was like,
That makes
"Yes,
me
Like he's the maintenance
yes,
guy. Like
yes, yes."
He was like, I can just turn these off on my phone.
that make
that what?
you can do what now?
I'm kidding.
No, it was so funny. He's like, "What are we
You're
gonna
gonna
do?
be like
Start a fire?"
sitting over
It's
here
like,
like it's getting too
Yes.
hot in the
It's
sanctuary.
a small
They
group
will.
of multiple flames. It's
For
kind
like
of
70 of them. I lit 70 candles. He's like, "Nah, it's good.
It's
Don't
fine.
worry about it."
No biggie. It's not a
He's like,
bonfire.
"No worry. We'll get the insurance claim."
Power
He's like-
numbers only works with protests.
I was like, bro, my third grade teacher had a fire because she left a candle in a bathroom.
Yep.
And
Well,
you
that's not
have
a bathroom, it's in a
70
room.
candles in one room
Yes,
in a
bro.
church.
He's like,
But-
"Nah, don't
but-
worry about
but-
it, cuz."
It's like, we
There's
don't
a
gotta watch
difference.
He's like, "If anything, we should just lock the door and
There-
make sure no one goes in there again and just leave them to sit."
Yeah. No, there's a difference between that room and Caleb's teacher's room. Is that that was not a bathroom. So
Oh, that makes sense.
bathrooms burn faster. That's why we keep water in them. Facts.
All right.
Prove me wrong.
So anybody? So I want to talk about. I want to podcast about morning shows on the radio. Am I the only one who listens to the radio?
You
I
are the
have-
only
I
one.
have
You are,
strong
but it's
opinions.
You're
okay.
the only one.
Because I get
Strong.
sucked into those War of the Roses like every time. Like when
Okay,
they're
I
like
used to
trying to
hear
catch a
that.
cheater.
I used to hear that when I would ride with my mom to Missy.
They're always juicy. They're like, I think he's not really going on work trips, and so they call him and they're like, you win free roses from the grocery store. Who do you want to send them to? And they're like, Patricia, and they're like, well, Chelsea's on the phone. She's like, how dare you, Doug? And like goes off on him.
Patricia was my best friend.
And I'm just like, are they all fake? Is it all faked? Is it all staged?
I don't know.
There has to be like a small percentage that is staged. Like there
Is it
can't
small?
not be.
Because there's
'Cause
no way
here's the thing.
Like,
consistently
what I-
that it's happening once a week that they're getting someone to call
And
in.
it's like
Mm.
multiple times a week.
Well,
Like-
maybe
Yeah.
they like hit a jackpot like 1 week and they get like 1,000. Like and they're like rolling in it and they're like, we got to spread this out.
No,
Yeah,
because
spread
I'm
this out
just
across the
saying,
week.
even if you get like 10 people a week who are like trying to catch someone cheating,
Yeah.
how many of those are going to be worth listening to on the radio?
I mean, that's true.
There's
Maybe
like
somebody's
a
like,
million
"Oh."
YouTube videos of that. Like,
You
gold
just gotta
digger
promise that you'll
prank,
spaz out.
gold
if it's
digger
true.
prank goes wrong.
How many people hang
Not
up?
the cheater prank.
That's the thing. If somebody called me and said I won free roses to send somebody, I'm like, yeah, I'm not talking to you. Like, hanging up the phone.
Do I have to pay taxes on these roses?
Like, why?
How did I win? I didn't enter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like,
Like,
I feel
okay,
like
scammer,
with the rate people like deny scam calls.
dude, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
I do
right,
it
right.
I don't even
on a
deny
daily basis.
spam calls. I deny all calls.
To be fair,
Unless I already knew you were calling me, I'm not answering.
But what if you won free roses?
I don't need them. Who am I going to give them to?
Listen,
Who's
I
he,
want
who's
a
he
free
gonna
trip.
cheat on with those roses?
That's true. He doesn't have a wife.
He's not the only one without a wife here.
Hey,
I mean, somebody's a little closer. But
Emily said I couldn't make my podcast idea.
I didn't peep
So-
what you said until I.
to be fair, I at work I answer scam calls all the time on the work phone.
On the work
Yeah.
phone is cool because you don't
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
work phone on you
No, I
every
do it.
single second of the day.
I do it, and then like I hold it on me, and I go, I would like to speak to a representative about reverse mortgages. And then they go, okay, we'll connect you to one. And then they connect me to one, and he goes, hello, I am such and such. Speak to reverse mortgages. Then I put the phone down on the prep table. I take a pan, and then I smack the pan a bunch.
Oh my gosh.
And
That's
then I go,
so mean.
and then I go,
You do
stop
that at
calling.
work?
Yeah, and then I go, stop calling a business. This is a business, not a private phone.
Nice.
And then we don't get a call from that number anymore. It works. There's
I
one
mean,
time.
they never call from the same number anyways.
Then they're gonna keep getting an earful.
I just want to know how to get a job as a scammer. Like, where do you go? There's offices. with
India.
multiple.
Ohio.
Dude,
India
him-
or Ohio.
The dynamic is crazy.
The two.
There's like a tunnel that connects the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I don't see why not. That makes sense.
Now, did you see like Mark Robert on YouTube did a big thing like catching these Indian scammers? Because it's
Like
like they're
the gift card people.
no, like it's like in India they have these like outsourced phone call centers where they have like 50 people doing like real phone call jobs, but then
Yeah.
the rest of the office is people just doing scam calls, like
Mm.
trying to catch old ladies and stuff.
I don't like
Nice.
that.
They
And
used to
so
always
this
call
guy
me.
like hacked into their system and was like releasing stink bobs on them and like watching their cameras and be like, "I know it's you, Patricia," and they're like, "What? What?"
How does he know it's
Man, this
me?
Patricia girl is going through a lot.
But they used to call me like my freshman year of college when I didn't have a car because I broke my car at the end of high school and then couldn't afford to buy another one. And they would be like, "Your car's extended warranty," and I would just be like, I don't have a car." That was all I would say back into the like in the phone, and there would just be like this long silence afterwards because usually someone would either hang up or say something stupid that would let them do the scam back. So I would just say, "I don't have a car," and there would just be this long silence of me and this other person just on the phone, just like.
I like getting the
And
car's
then
extended
eventually they would just
warranty.
hang up. After like, it would usually be a while. It'd be like 40 seconds of silence, and then they hang up. And I'd be like,
I
all
like
right.
I like getting that one on the work phone and then being like, "This is a place of business," and then it's silent, and then they go, "Your car's extended warranty could expire," and I go, "This is a place of business,"
Yeah.
and then somebody else comes on the line, and then pan and hit it every time.
Yeah, I
Every
think I
time.
might start doing that
It's fun.
because I don't talk to them people.
The I only do that. I only do that to the reverse mortgage people and the Google listing people, and the car people. I don't do that to anybody else because like sometimes I'll get somebody, it'll be somebody actually like reading it off, and then what I let them do their spiel because it's their job, and then I'll be like, "Hey, this is a coffee shop, and like this isn't even the main one.
Yeah.
Maybe you should stop." And then they go, "Oh, well, we'll take you off the list." I'm like, "Thanks, you have a good day." And they go, "Okay, bye."
Yeah, I set a guy off the other day because I was just like, "No, I'm not interested. Please take me off your call list." He's like, "No, I'm just trying to see if you need something." And I'm like, "No, I'm good."
That's when you put the
And then
pan
he's
and hit it.
like, "You're being like a real lawyer about this," and I was like, "Okay." And then he's like, just hung up on me.
Yeah.
Being a real
Sir,
lawyer about
I
this,
don't
bro,
think
you're a
you've met.
scammer.
Yeah.
I don't think you've met a lawyer.
No, he like we got our credit pulled because we're looking at mortgages. So
Oh yeah,
everyone in the
that's right.
world is like, "Oh, would you like to get a mortgage?" And I'm like, "Please, please stop. I've got a plan. I don't
I have
need you
cancer.
cold calling me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
So
like, just say like, I did that because my wife died, and I'm just trying to pay for the medical bills, and I really don't need this call right now. It's a very raw moment, and you doing this is really bothering me right now. And then they'll call once they hear a
Super
grown man cry.
insensitive.
yeah. Oh, dude, that's my other idea for a podcast that I forgot to write down because I'm with you, Luke. We should write these down. We should
Yeah.
do like a podcast about songs grown men cry to.
What is it?
Like,
I
Mr.
got a
uh,
couple.
Brightside. Mr. Brightside.
Mr. Brightside makes you cry?
Mr. Brightside. Like, listen, that song's in my top 10 every year on my Spotify Rap.
Because
And
of what?
why does it make me cry? Dude, he's sad. His girl broke up with him, and she's
Yeah,
with another
he's
guy.
sad. Why does it
Yeah.
make you sad?
I'm sorry. Maybe me having empathy is a good thing.
I have two. You by Kendrick Lamar.
That song
Easily.
is sad. Oh my gosh.
Easily top 10 saddest songs of all time.
That song is sad.
Shut up. You listen to Yeet.
Boo.
And then
Dude's corny. We get it. You're artistical and lyrical, buddy.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
kind of sad though. It's
Here's
kinda
your
sad,
cookie
though.
for being different.
Spencer, don't make me.
Yeah, but that cookie's made of tears.
Here's the
Don't-
cookie, bro.
Don't make me, bro.
It's very small.
What's another
cookie.
one? What's the other one?
Unsteady by Ex Ambassadors.
That song is kind of sad too.
Very sad.
Oh, I got
I
another
was
one.
in middle school sobbing to that song.
Other Side by Macklemore.
Wait, which one? Which
Other
one?
Side by Macklemore.
I mean, that song is sad. I don't know
What?
if that song would make me cry, but that song is sad.
Wonderwall gets me.
Yo, bro, you know what gets me? You know what gets me? Baby Shark. Every time.
Nah, I'm about to find it.
I
No,
was
Side
I
by
was
Macklemore hits me right back in my 16-year-old addicted to drugs stage.
What is it?
oh
Molly.
man.
Ooh.
What song is it?
The Other Side by Macklemore.
Molly by Lil Dicky makes me sad every time.
I don't think I've heard that. I don't think I've heard that.
Bro, you gotta listen to it as soon as we get off here.
What?
Bro, it's a
Dude.
9-minute music video.
Dude, it's like
It's
listen.
It's
The
such a
song
Luke
itself,
Roman thing
the
to
song,
say.
listen. The song itself is sad. Like it's just like melancholy.
But it's bad. It's so bad.
No, I'm not saying it's not. It's Christmas shoes. I'm not saying it's not.
Bro.
It's but like the music video added to it with like the 1-2 punch in the beginning where you're like you go like, what? That's not. It's sad. Also, Logan Paul's in the music video, so it kind of ruins it a little
What?
bit.
What is
Yeah,
this?
throws me off all the time. But Hope really likes that song because I like Lil Dicky because he's kind of funny every now and then. But like,
Good artist.
yeah, no, he's got
He's
talent. But
got
like
he's got a great
that
show
song,
too.
that song one.
Professional with Snoop Dogg is a banger.
One, mad corny. Two, the music video. It's Hallmark level of just cheese. So much cheese.
Talking
And
about
then
Molly, right?
three, yeah, Molly. Three, it's one of those songs that even if it hasn't happened to you before, it's kind of relatable because you get it. You get the idea of it's somebody that you used to love and you can't be with them for obvious reasons and they're getting married and you want them to be happy and you're hoping that they're happy but you're just kind of that's sad. I don't know, that
You are a married man.
Yeah,
I
bro, you're saying
know.
some crazy
I'm not
stuff,
even I'm
man.
not even
You are
I'm not
saying some
even
wild stuff for someone
I'm
bragging
not
about being married, bro.
I'm not even talking about that from my perspective. It's just I'm thinking about
Is
that
it?
because I have no. Listen, low key, not saying any names. Not saying
Oh,
any names.
dude.
I
You
have
said
a,
Hope
I
likes this? Is this
yeah, Hope
are
really
you her
likes this
second
song.
choice?
I mean, whose second choice am I not?
That was
No.
Number
I didn't
one,
like
second
that.
choice, Luke Roman.
I have a third.
What's
Shame
the
by
third
Andy
one?
Mineo. I don't know if you ever heard it, but it's every
You
time.
talking about cheesy?
No, bro, don't give me that. You said Molly. Don't do that.
Shut up.
No, Shame by Andy Mineo is
Wait. Hold
crazy.
on. I have a playlist of these songs.
Songs that make you cry?
Yeah, like Claire de
Oh.
Lune
Yeah.
by
Yeah,
Claude
no,
Debussy.
He said
my
Mr. Brightside is
my
in my
workout
top 10 every
playlist
year
is called
because of one
Steroid
night that I
Sorrow.
cried.
It's just all the saddest songs I know.
Yeah, I just sit in the shower and listen to Mr. Brightside for 12 hours.
Steroid Sorrow. Let's
It's like,
see which ones make me
coming
cry.
out of my cage and I'm doing just fine. He's got to be down, man.
Heather by Conan Gray puts me in the
Dude.
feels.
First of all, let me just say.
I Miss You by Blink 182.
Let me just say.
Oh,
Can I
that's
just
good.
say, bump Conan Gray. I don't like him. I don't like him.
Agreed.
Because he makes good music.
No, it's
No.
because his music is dumb. I just
For heartbroken teenagers.
yeah.
Okay.
No, you know.
And
Honestly,
me, heartbroken teenagers, and me.
honestly, if my mental capacity was 15 years old, I'd probably like him.
Yo, that's
No, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But also to be fair, I'm not on TikTok at all. So and I know he's really popular there.
TikTok is that song by Kesha, right?
Yeah. I'm not on that. Margaritaville, that makes me sad.
Same Drugs by Chance the Rapper is pretty.
Oh, the Same Drugs cover by Mr. Wives is a little bit sadder.
I've never heard it.
It's pretty sad. Honestly, to be fair, it's pretty sad.
Oh,
You
you
guys
want
are
to
like-
know, bro? You want to hear something sad? Is "Flight of the Navigator" by Childish Gambino, bro.
Mm.
Good Things Fall Apart by John Bellion.
Oh,
That is dude. I heard that song. That song came out
Just
of
in the car
nowhere.
like this.
That song came out of nowhere at work one day, and I was like, "Why? I'm on window. You can't do this to me. I can't be like it's 1738."
I'm going down the highway 105. Someone
Here,
comes up next to me with the window down. They think I'm listening to rap.
Nah,
I'm just listening to John Bellion.
bro,
Bro.
where'd all the time go by Dr. Dog?
Oh, that's actually a sad one. It's a TikTok
That's a
song,
really
but
sad.
it's a sad
I
one.
mean, listen, I knew it before TikTok, and then I saw TikToks of it, and I was like,
It's because of Outer Banks. It was in Outer Banks, and then it became a TikTok
was it
song.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, one, I know what the Outer Banks are. I know what the location is. I know what that means. Have no idea what that show's about. I assume it's like,
That actually ties into what my idea for the podcast was.
I was gonna ask
there
you.
we go. We're transitioning. Let's do
So,
it.
my favorite podcast that I listen to, I'm not going to say the name yet because I want to explain what the name means before I say it. But
Is
basically,
it one of those rewatch ones?
yeah, low key. But they get together and they get one person that hasn't watched a show or movie series, and the rest of them haven't, and they call it a virgin podcast. So, like, the one that I watch is called the Anime Virgin Podcast, and they just get a guy that hasn't watched an anime before and rewatch it with him.
I just
and
thought
then
they got
did.
people who watch anime and they were all virgins.
I mean, it could be taken that way. It probably is taken that way. It probably has a double meaning, but it's really funny.
I know what this is.
You listen to that podcast? Love that podcast.
I've listened to 2 episodes. Hold on,
We
let me
could
see
do
which
that
one
with
I listened
anime
to.
for me, for sure.
But
I'm
like,
an anime
we just
virgin,
have to pick
basically.
a show that 3 of us have seen and one person hasn't, because it's all about that person. That person's the main character, and the other 3 just kind of like help them go through the show.
Devilman Crybaby.
Show's trash. Sorry, no.
Eat my butt.
Are these
I'd
all
rather
anime?
Devilman Crybaby's dope.
But I
Which
was
one?
saying just any show. It doesn't have to be an anime. Like, I haven't seen like Game of Thrones.
Grey's
That's
Anatomy.
popular.
I haven't seen.
Let's all watch all of Grey's Anatomy.
I've seen.
I basically
90%
do
of
because
it.
Grace just throws it on every time.
Dude,
I
I'm with you,
mean-
man.
She's in
Grey's
season.
Anatomy is an immediate
76.
red flag for me. Sorry.
Um,
I hate to offend you all, but like if a girl comes up
I mean-
to me and I'm like, "Hey, what
You're
type of
not
TV
offending
shows do you
me.
like?"
I hate
and
it.
she says Grey's Anatomy, immediate no. Immediate.
I'm
I'm
just
not.
saying.
I won't even pretend like I'm okay with it. I'll just be like, "Oh, that's crazy,"
I
and then
love
I'll
my
start
wife. She
driving
loves
her
Grey's
home.
Anatomy.
and she'll be like, "Where are we going?" I'm like, "Oh, to your house. We're not hanging out anymore."
I've listened to the episode where they talk about Haikyuu, and I've listened to the episode where they talk about Odd Taxi. That's it.
Emily and Grace like a lot of the same shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy, Friends.
Hope and
Mhm.
Grace Hope and Grace and Emily kind of like a lot of the same shows. So Spencer, what we're really telling you is, I'm sorry, but you might have
You're
to
gonna
find
have to.
you might have to
Yeah.
find a girl who
I
likes
would
all
just
the same
rather
shit.
Grey's
be
Anatomy is
single.
maybe a green flag.
I would just rather be single.
You can make sure she likes anime. It's okay. It's okay. But like
I would just
she gotta
rather be
like One
single.
Tree Hill or something.
There's got to be like a Japanese version of Grey's Anatomy, right?
Grey's Anatomy Kun. There you go. That's it. But,
I'd just rather be
Death
single.
Note's about somebody reading a diary, right?
Yeah, same thing.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, Cells at Work. That's about hospital. Kind of. I guess. Not really. Hold on, I'm trying to see what Grey's Anatomy is in
Wait.
Japanese.
Could Akira technically? It's a very medical situation.
What?
Akira?
It's not really a medical situation as it is.
I don't know.
as
The
a
last like
government
30 minutes, they're really into those vitals.
Gurizu Autonomy. There you go.
Is there some show that 3 of us have seen and one of us haven't?
That's what I was waiting for.
I haven't
Well,
watched
good.
Friends.
I haven't
watched
watched
Friends.
it either.
You say you haven't watched it either?
I haven't watched
Have we all-
Seinfeld.
Phil, wait.
Yeah.
Have you watched Friends?
Yes.
We could do that.
And it would be like me and Caleb are the virgins. Yeah.
Yeah. Because me and Phil have watched Friends. Was it against your will?
Yeah, more or less.
Same.
Like it was like I'm more of a Seinfeld person than a Friends
Same.
person.
I haven't watched Seinfeld
Would you
either.
agree? Would you agree that there is at least 10 episodes of Friends that are well written and actually funny all the way through?
I've seen clips that are funny.
I mean, it's the more I watched it, the more I appreciated it.
Same.
Like it's really like you have to like the character. Like I think part of my problem was before my wife made me watch it all the way through is I just watch random episodes in the middle
Yeah.
and I just wasn't into it. But if you watch it from the
Terrible.
beginning, like the characters all hit their tropes in a way that's entertaining.
I think that consistently Joey is always good. Chandler gets better over time. Rachel is always boring. Ross, once you learn he's a maniac, is the best character in the entire show.
I hate him.
Phoebe is good until she has the triplets, and then Monica is like a train wreck that you can't stop watching.
She's really hot.
Okay.
Now or on Friends?
Every second that she's
I don't think now.
that
but
I've
okay.
known of her. Every
Alright.
second I've known she's existed.
Hey,
She's
Luke, you should
not.
say who your dad likes.
I'm not saying that. Ray Romine listens to this.
Does he really?
Is it
I mean,
your
I think
mom?
Shout out
He
Ray,
does.
bro.
Yeah, Ray Romine loves Melissa. Melissa, low key.
Low.
Yeah, don't say the joke that you told me though.
I'm not telling you the joke. I'm not saying that. No. Wait.
Who's Melissa?
That's my mother.
Oh, is she on Twitter? I just found a Melissa on Twitter.
Is it a bunch of book stuff?
It seems really red hat.
It's my mom. Is she on Twitter?
Yo. Let's go to Twitter and see if my mom's on Twitter.
Statement, bro.
Bleep my mom's name out. Bleep my mom's name out.
Is she on Twitter?
Dude. She's
Melissa,
got
is it?
some mom vibes in her photo.
Wait, hold on.
Her background photo is these two fists together, and it says "Do not comply" on it.
It might be.
That is
She's-
not my mother.
Because she is a truth seeker, a conservative,
Yep.
America first, and Trump won.
That's not my mom. That
These
is
are
not
all
my mom.
Melissa facts
is
on
it-
Twitter.
Is her name Missy?
Yes.
Yeah, that ain't my mom. That ain't my mom. That ain't my mom. That is not my mom. Hold on. Let's see if my mom's actually on here. Hold on. That is not my mom. I don't think.
Who's
no,
Melissa
there's my
Maness?
mom. I found
That's
my
my
mom on
mom.
Twitter.
Yeah.
My mom on Twitter.
Wait,
What's
she
her
is on
at?
Twitter?
We'll all
Huh?
follow her.
She is on Twitter?
Well, no. So let me say this. Let me
Well,
say this
tweet
first
hashtag
before we
Luke's
say
married.
anything else about my mother. So my mom's favorite type of book, besides like theology for women, is what is it called?
Makes it sound like it's different
Is-
than regular theology.
Is Christian fiction, the literal translation of Hallmark movies to page. Okay,
Mm.
And they all take place on a prairie. I think
they
that's the main
all
distinguishing factor.
prairie, village, small town in the Rust Belt, something like that. So she loves those books. So she goes to conventions for the books.
There's conventions for the books?
Boy, are there. So she goes to these conventions. Then she meets the authors. She becomes friends with the authors. Then she
And
gets
gets herself written into the books?
No. Better.
Dude, is there a romance novel of your mom and dad reading the Bible
Wait,
together?
Listen. She then gets free books and is now a Christian fiction book influencer.
What? See, this is a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
time Twitter account.
Dude, no, it's not. She has 100 followers.
All
Why
these,
just say
these
influencer?
pictures of
Don't you
her
have to
looking
have
at these
props
books.
to hit influencer?
She gets no retweets. She gets a couple likes. But she just retweets everything. You know why? It's because she gets free books. Like, I don't blame my mom. She loves those books. She gets it for free. Why
Dude,
not?
free is my favorite price.
Free is my favorite price.
Facts.
But she gets all these books for free. And she, like, literally, since me and my older brother left home, well, technically my older brother's still there, but he's gonna leave at some point. But since me and my older brother left home,
Failure to
Shout out
launch.
I mean, he launched and then he came back. I mean, that's how a mission works. But since we left home, it's just her, my dad, my little brother, and my dad and my little brother are like obsessed about like cars and like mechanical engineering and like that type of nerd stuff. So literally on car rides to places, if it's her and them two, she just puts her headphones in and just reads a book on her Kindle. And that's it. And like she like powers through the things. Like, you talk about people being at like a 12th grade reading level. She's beyond that. She's at like a 12th intellect level reading level. She's like powering through these books, like getting themes, getting things out of it, and just being like, done. I already saying about this cowboy romance. I know what happens. Every time. 4 books a week.
All right. Has everybody said an idea?
Yeah, I just still need a minute to process these conventions where your mom's a celebrity influencer.
She literally, I could pull up her Facebook.
Does she have the verified check on Twitter? Does she buy Twitter Blue, or is she entertainment?
I don't think she. I don't think she actually like pays attention to Twitter.
I'm kind of sad Twitter's dead. It's the only one I try to market my
it's not really
other
dead.
podcast on.
It's not really dead.
It's not dead. It's in hospice.
It's better than Snapchat.
It's in palliative care. It's. I'm not talking about
Anywho.
Twitter. But no, literally, December 9th.
Literally.
She wrote loving this one. And it is congratulations to Carbon Schober for hitting #1 on Amazon's new releases in contemporary Christian fiction. Have you picked up a copy of Pretty Little Pieces yet? I don't know what it's about.
Pieces.
That sounds like a Oh, here's another one that she wrote about Authentically Izzy by Pepper Basham. Here's a picture of her with her favorite author from a convention. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Take a minute. I hate the computer so much. Nope, I lost it. I hate Facebook.
That's fine. We can leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Luke hates Facebook. Period.
I got this. Let me see if I can paste it. Nope.
We need to cut this out.
You can't put that in there. Why don't you cut it out?
That wasn't in the podcast.
That wasn't there.
To sum up, here's our ideas so far. Hallmark movies.
Yes.
Hallmark income.
Just Hallmark.
Games Luke hasn't played. Fake radio shows. Songs that make us cry. Podcast about watching a show that one of us hasn't seen. And a podcast about reading Luke's mom's Twitter. Are any of these ideas for our podcast going to make it?
I don't know.
No.
The Virgin one would be dope.
I'm biased towards mine, but
And we all are.
Yours is trash.
Yours is trash.
You want to make a Friends podcast. You do.
Let's not.
I want to make a what podcast?
A Friends podcast. You two
No,
have watched it, and me and Caleb haven't. Except like 4 episodes. I watched of like
it's-
Shelby Simpkins in high school. And I
it's
was like, this sucks.
It's less a podcast
Speaking of
about
past
Friends
romance.
and more a podcast about me and Phil venting about our trauma.
Shared trauma of watching Friends.
It's like,
Joey doesn't share food.
Joey is just like one character the entire show.
All right.
He doesn't change.
He gets dumber. Like this
mean-
podcast. So let's reconvene and come up with some ideas later. How's that sound?
At a later time.
I'm down.
I guess.
All right. See y'all later.
I just have no accountability.
Peace.
And love.
And Middle East.
In Middle East. You can.
All right.
That was a Rejected Ideas podcast. For more Rejected Ideas, subscribe or follow. Add us on Rejected Ideas podcast if you have ideas you want rejected.